I got everything done. Think. Uh-oh. Except for opening that. There we go. All right. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. I'm a practical eccentric, and I am here for Teddy's Haven. So, it is Sunday, and it's cold, but that's okay. I was up a little bit late last night, so this morning I'm just like, but that's okay. I mean, that's kind of what Sundays are for. It's just kind of, you know, resting after the week, or whatever day is your. If you are fortunate enough to only work 5 days in a week, that second day of rest, if you get 2 consecutive days in a row, is definitely for kind of resting. If you can make it do, you know. So we will do that. What did I do yesterday? I took my kid out to see a movie last night. But what did I do? I did laundry. Just, you know, kind of Saturday-ish stuff. But definitely have less on my plate for today. Probably more laundry. I have 2 children, and they're significantly separated in years. So, I don't know, over the last week or so, I've started noticing my youngest needs some new pants. And so yesterday I spent time going through the clothes I have set aside for him as he gets bigger, and got to pull out several new pants and shirts and shorts and things like that. So that's always like kind of a combination of tedious and fun, because, you know, he gets excited about the potential of new clothes, but then of course trying them on is always I don't like to try on clothes either, you know, so I get the tedium of that. But then I had extra laundry to do because I pulled out stuff that he is now big enough to fit. So, but it's good. It's good to you know, put those clothes to use and not have to fork over tons of money for growing children. You know, I fill in the gaps of where, you know, and get him like things that are new to him and not just his brother's hand-me-downs as well. But it's nice being able to reuse clothing, and they don't really have a big hang-up about it, so that's nice. I know sometimes hand-me-downs can be a thing, but I'm fortunate enough that my kids don't make a big stink about it or are upset about it or feel like, you know, they don't get to have new stuff, because they still get new stuff too. It's just, we also are big on putting things to use that already are here, as opposed to I need new things. So that's great. I'm glad that my kids don't have, I didn't either when I was a kid. There was, I think, more of a stigma when I was a kid of, you know, thrift shopping and things like that. But after a certain point, I was just like, I don't care what people think about it. I don't need, you know, what's in fashion and new to enjoy my outfit and self-expression. So, you know, but there was a lot of stigma when I was younger. So anyway, I'm glad they don't have those things going on. That's nice. All right. The card of the day is magic. Oh, let's hold it up. Oh, my window is... The kids keep messing with this curtain, and it creates like this weird glare. Although my screen, I think, is also... I just realized it was a rabbit in a hat pulling a rabbit out of a hat. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with, holy crap, that's unbelievable. Holy crap, that's unbelievable. It reminds me of a comedian. His name is Kyle Kinane, and he does a bit about reframing what a miracle is to bring kind of more wonder and awe into your daily existence, and I think it's fantastic. Ah, Mike Nafik. McNafik? Do you know how to make Moondrell in Teddy's Haven? I do. I believe it is in one of the crystal Crystology things, either the Gleam Forge or the other thing, and it's done with the dark lunacite, I'm pretty sure. It's either the lunacite or the dark lunacite. Let me take a look here in a minute. Good morning, Bama. How are you? I am writing down what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. The card of the day is a magic. All right, well, we will have some... Holy crap, that's incredible. Yeah. Oop, boop, boop, boop. Let me put my cards away, and then we will hit... Oh, no, we will do options first. And we will go ahead and... Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to actually turn off the music. So we can have in-game music. All the steps with tired brain trying to keep up. All right, let's switch over. Is it dark lunacite? Okay. And whichever one makes the little baubles as opposed to the ether. It's that one. I don't have them memorized. All right. Let's get in. I'm hoping to push through the rest of fall today because I want money to expand more. I think the next expansion I have is 63K. So I definitely want to do that. So let's go up to the shop. And we'll look at the crafting stuff. Okay, so the Memoria extractor is the one that gives you ether, so it's going to be the Gleam Forge that gives the little bobbly things. And then Moondrell, is it purple? Yes, so it is definitely the Dark Lunacite. Had to write it down, kept getting it confused with Out of Boundium. I get that. Yeah, and does it show up in the crystal menu? Infused star. So that's the Star Shard one. Moondrell is Dark Lunacite, and then Lunareth is the light, the Lunacite. And then Out of Boundium gives us the Chroma Flux. And the reason I remember that is just because I think of Out of Boundium as being multicolored, and Chroma makes me think of multicolored. So that's how I associate those two. Especially since they don't fall next to each other in the menu. You didn't remember how you made it? I get that. Yeah, Bama, who's over on the YouTube chat, was just saying she had to write them down so that she could remember. There's also a wiki that's maintained by the community. And if you are not in the Discord, that is a good place to get that information and find, you know, like where the wiki and stuff is. So I believe that is, I don't know if it's maintained by more than one person, but I know there's a person named Shadow Mistress over there that does a lot of the wiki editing. Oh, you know what? Oh, I also realized why I can't hear myself or hear what's going on. There we go. Ooh! Getting visitors. Ooh, and thank you. Where is my thing? Is it... How did it get hidden? Did he change this hill? Because it's like right there. Can I hit it still? I keep trying to adjust the sensitivity on my mouse and it just doesn't seem to quite cut it. I think he might have changed this hill because this is hidden now. Theoretically, I could put another spire up here, but I really don't want to. You moved all your crafting up to the second floor? Ah. Yes, I haven't gotten... So is there actually a space to get up there, or is that something you had to create? Because I knew it used to be something where you couldn't actually get up there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Without kind of, you know, juking your way up in there. All right, well, we'll talk to you, sir. Azurthal. Ah, the brave little shopkeeper drips upon my reef. That must have been a swim. Was the conversation worth the salt in your socks? Ho ho, shopkeeper, you've that sparkle in your eye, like the waves of the laughing shoals. A place where dolphins sing riddles and the coral grows in spirals like music. The sea foam there tastes sweet, and the gulls drop shells as gifts, not warnings. I once raced a pod of silver-backed orca. I lost, of course, and they laughed like old friends. The world needs places that only know joy. Thank you for being one of them. Aw. So very nice. You had to create it, and it was a pain in the ass. Okay. That's fair. So it's something you made. Okay. All right, so this should now be accessible. Again, oh, you know what? It was accessible when I had this zip line over on the actual dock over there. That's why I couldn't get to it. Okay, no patch. Man, I've had to move him like 3 times since the last time I streamed because he's just gotten so much bigger, and I keep having to turn him because the bigger he gets, the more his hand wants to clip into the side of this bridge and the mountain. It's like, okay, you're getting too big. I'm gonna have to figure out where to move him next because I don't think he's gonna be there much longer. So I have not looked at the stairs yet. I have not looked at the new stuff, so I definitely want to do that. But I'm gonna get the visitor bonuses. I am now getting Amberfall apples, so that's nice. Another new apple and a full season of it because the green one that's in spring, I only had a few days to collect it before it was summer. So I don't have a ton of that, and I don't think I have any of the varieties of it for sale yet because it's so limited. I crafted with a little bit just so I have it in my inventory, kind of like a place marker for it, but far beneath the mountain roots there lies a garden not of soil, but of gears and breathless flowers. The caretakers there are born knowing only obedience, no dreams, no fear, no future. But one of them, until Unit 143, stopped tending the clock. It looked up and asked, what if I were more? No one answered, but that was enough. Thank you for believing that questions can bloom too. Hexley on Discord did an awesome job. Would really like to know how she did it. Oh, I haven't looked at a ton of pictures using the new stairs yet. But Hexley's stuff is always awesome. Okay, so we'll pet Teddy, and we'll push the button, and we'll... Did I somehow pay off the bills before I saved? That's weird. Oh. So here's where I'm torn, because I want to look at the new stuff, but I also want all the money for the next expansion. Let's see. The expansion is 67,000. Holy crap. So if we can maybe book it through some days, maybe I could get there. Oh god, I don't know if I can get there. I was hoping I could. That's why I put it in my title. I was like, please let me get more expansions. But I don't know if I could get to 67k and buy new stuff. A girl can dream. Wood Stairs 1. See, they don't start out expensive and then they get pricier. All right. Builders Guild contract. Shopkeepers may summon an assortment of wooden stairs perfect for reaching high shelves and questionable decorating choices. Okay. Okay. Is there a second set of stairs? Because it said stairs 1. I do not see it saying stairs 2. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get some of those then. Oh, and somehow, I don't know if you have seen them, but there are new toys that just seem to appear in my book over there, Book of Summoning. And so I got some of those. But yeah, I didn't unlock them. They just were there available to get. So I don't know if they were included with something I had already purchased before, like a different toy set or not. But yeah, I was kind of surprised that they were down there because I was just going through and finding everything that I needed to restock. And then I was like, oh, look. Let's see. Is that considered decoration? I haven't seen those? Yeah, they just appeared. So either you haven't unlocked the set that they are included in, or I think they're all the way at the bottom. So scroll down, see if you got them. Okay. Oh, are they going to be at the bottom? Because I feel like things automatically shoot to the bottom when you purchase them. Okay. Well, I want to get... Ooh... wide and narrow, but it looks like there's different sizes. So let's see what we got working with, what we're working with here. Do I want to put them in here or do I want to put them outside just to see? I kind of feel like I want to put them outside just to see. Although it makes me go, damn it, I did all this work with these benches. And now there's actual stairs. I took so many benches to do the perimeter of this. Oh, you know what I do want to do? I want to have the shop running because I do want to make money. So I'm going to do that. While we're busy oogling the stairs. All right. So are they all listed as like a staircase? Okay. All right. They don't make the grass disappear, which I was kind of hoping for, but I'm not terribly surprised. Oh, but they're smooth. They're smooth to go up and down. Nice. All right, so these are the wide. Are they the same height? Okay, they look like they're the same height. Nice. Oh! Look. The only thing these might not do very well are the corners. But they're like the perfect height for where I put the risers. Now, granted, I did the risers kind of weird. And I did them before he changed the grass behavior. But I think they actually don't have the grass growing up through them anymore, but they used to. But I actually had tried to raise them up high enough to where the grass wouldn't clip very many places through the risers. And so they're kind of at a weird height. But that's okay. Hello? Where are you going? Oh, you're going around to the backside. All right, that's fine. All right, what's this one? Oh, this is a tall thing. Okay. The other question I have is, because usually the risers don't behave floating. It's the problem I'm having. I'm going to put this here so I can not bury my box. It's the problem I'm having with building off the side here. So I'm curious if they will clip at all to the top of the stairs, or because that would fix so many problems for me trying to build over here, I think. Or like building like out and keeping it the same height. The benches look good. Yeah, you know, they do, except for the fact that they don't behave like the risers. They do have grass that clips through them. I do like how they ended up looking, especially the corners where I had to overlap. That's not an overlap. This one's an overlap. Even though it looks kind of, I don't know, like it's obviously clipped over each other when you look at it up close. Like just from looking back here, it generally looks all right. But that's kind of a lot of the overlap stuff that you can do where it's like, if you really look at it, it's like... But not, you know, but if you're just kind of running around, most of the time it's not... Wait, what was that, sir? it usually doesn't look like really weird. What the? Did you see him fly up these stairs? What the hell was that? What is that? Is that an owl? Yeah, okay. It's been a minute since I've seen the owl, and from the back, I wasn't quite sure what it was. All right. And they're different little cloak colors. Okay, so I do want to see about a riser. Because I would love to see the behavior of it change. Oh! It almost acts like a wall. Okay. It doesn't clip to the edge, though. It clips in the middle, like a wall would. But you could do this, and then... Oh, that almost seemed to snap onto that edge there. It's not centered. Might be a pain to get them centered. But yeah, you could use one stair. Oh! One stair. It still probably is going to be a pain in the ass to get him to go off the side. And it's attached. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you have to do weird crap like that. All right, let's see. And then box the stairs. Okay. I want to see this. Do the stairs clip to each other? Not easily. Okay, but theoretically you could use a riser and make it behave a little better. Okay. Ooh, I like the idea of making tiered sections though, where it's like this, where it's kind of like a wide stair. And then if you could make, you know, platforms come off of this, where you could have a level of certain products and then also be able to go, okay, I don't want to stop at this floor, but I want to go up here and make another level and fall off the edge. Okay, so how would I get that to behave like that? It would get tricky. And it would probably be very time consuming, but it might be worth the effort. And I was hoping that the stairs would kind of facilitate some more either like free floating options or tiered options. And so I still have to make time at some point to just sit and manipulate that. I even thought about doing like, okay, we're just going to commit to a stream of me just trying to figure that out. But it is not this day because I want to make money today. What do I want to do? Because the day is partially like a significant way through. So I think I might do some trees. Just periodically trying to remember to get eggs. I still feel like I should just put a glow spire right here. Since, I mean, a lot of the fruits are covered. I gave myself some more zip lines until I do start doing more glow spires. Just to help get through the day, but still collect the new peaches. Tomorrow I will look in the book and see what else, if there's other new stuff that I haven't registered. But yeah, those stairs are awesome. And I'm super stoked that they're in there now. They don't behave like, I still wish there was a grid snap thing that you could toggle on and off. That'd be really, really nice. He did do some other little minor updates, and I will show you how you can look at those if you have not discovered them yet. Because I was surprised. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that I could find this little dude in the shop. So when I get back to the shop, we will make sure and visit with the little dude that's in there. I think they call him Small Patch. Which is kind of funny because it feels like it was a small patch. I'm sure that's intentional. That feels very, very deliberate. Hello. 294. Gosh, it's going to take ages to get a decent amount of blue tufts. Hey, I'm already up to 30k though. And considering my last expansion was like 50-something thousand, it's not too bad. I think I did that yesterday. I did play some of this yesterday. All right. So how are you doing? Are you cold where you are? It has been frigid here. And it was interesting because Friday at work, people were talking about already being over winter, even though it kind of arrived late. And I said, I think what it is for me is that I'm used to this being the end of winter, and it just really got started here. And I think that's what sucks about it, is like I'm already at that kind of cycle in the year where I'm like, I'm over being cold, even though we haven't been cold since November, which it usually starts at least in December. And then, you know, sometimes can start even on into October. We've had snow in October. We've had snow for Halloween. But it was so mild all the way through almost the entirety of January. Like maybe the last week or two of January was when it really got wintry cold. And so, you know, February feels like you should be starting to trend warmer, especially since there's more light. You know, I leave work and it's not pitch black now, you know, things like that. And it's just like, ugh. Cold should be starting to wrap up now that light is coming back into the world, you know? And it's just kind of odd because it's been such a short period of time to already feel over it, you know? I am glad, though, I did stop taking my allergy medicine finally, because as long as it's not freezing, I have to take it. Otherwise, my sinuses go completely bananas. And so that's nice to get a break from that. Although the air is very dry, so like all my skin is itchy. Yay. Freezing. It was 11 degrees this morning. Yikes. What do you... How bad was your wind chill? Because that can be rough too. Like, I don't mind if it's 11 degrees, but not windy. Let's see, where are we at? I think I saw 20. Nope. Stop. I don't want to look at that. I want my weather. Where's my weather? It says 20. Oh, it says 28. Ooh, it's a heat wave out there. Ooh, and we'll actually get above freezing by the afternoon. A high of 39 at 4 o'clock. Ah. All right. Teleport home. Do I have time to craft? Do we still have shoppers? Really? They clear out today quick? They're still stocking shelves, though. So I do have a little bit of time. Do I need to buy anything? I bought a butt ton of crap yesterday. Oh, before I forget. Small Patch. There he is. And you can talk to him. So it says, greetings, shopkeeper. I am Small Patch. I've arrived with system updates and quality of life improvements. Let's get straight to it. Auto forward. You can now press middle mouse button to automatically move forward. Moving forward or backward manually will turn it off. Simple and seamless. Hide GUI. Press F10 to hide the interface. Critical UI stays visible, but the rest steps aside to keep your screenshots clean and cozy. Snap to grid modifier. When placing objects, you can now change the grid snap size. This allows for more precise placement and finer control over your shop layout. Thanks for spending your time in Ursa. I'll just hang out here if you want a refresher. Yeah, I happened to notice him because I was checking on my bonuses for the day, and I was like, wait, what the heck is that just standing there? So yeah, I think that's a cute way of kind of informing you what has been updated. I actually haven't tried the auto run. Oh, gosh. Oh, okay, so you can steer. And then, yes, just, you know, tapping forward or backwards stops it from auto running. So that's interesting. Although I do have a ton of zip lines now. And then for the build stuff, the grid is not the grid that I would like to see just because, you know, I get really anal retentive. I know it's, you know, not everybody is fussed about it, but I do. But what he means is the rotate snap. So it's now, it used to be 15, 10, and then 5, but now you can go down to 1. So there's another option for the rotation, so you can get a finer tuned movement there. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. And then, what was the location snap? Oh, okay. So also how close it will snug up, I guess, to the stuff next to it? Interesting. Okay. So yes, not quite what I would like. Like, what I would like to see is I would like to see the ability to snap this riser to the edge of this staircase or to the edge of the wall or the edge of, like, up here. Like, I would like to be able to just snap it to the edge. And that's just me being fussy. I know that there are other people that would like that too, but there's plenty of people who don't mind, you know, fussing with things, or like they like the flexibility, which is why I think it should be a toggle if he ever does add it. He may not ever add it, and that's totally fine too. But it would be helpful for someone like me who sits there and obsesses so hard trying to line everything up. But, you know, it's okay if it's not. I can fuss. Or I can get over myself. Those are two options right there. All right. I was looking to buy before I got distracted by Small Patch. Okay. Been trying to buy a little bit more of things that come in quantities of like 10 and under. Just because I don't want to have to buy them every single day. So, like, quantities of 4 sell out like lickety-split. All right. Ooh, my foot. My foot is already trying to fall completely asleep. And it's like pins and needles right now. It sucks. Oh, goodness. So my oldest and I went out last night to see a movie, so now my husband and the little one are out seeing a movie. Because I told my husband, I'm like, I kind of want to make sure there's some balance to this, because the movie that my kid and I saw last night was not, it was a horror movie, so he was not going to be into that, and it was, you know, it was too much for him on many levels. So that's fine, but I was like, you know, there's other movies that, it might be good for him to get to go see, so that's what they're doing. They went and got breakfast, and that's nice. You know, we used some of our Christmas money that I had saved so that they, we could, my oldest and I had dinner, and do I want to go down and deal with that? I don't think so. I think I actually just want to wrap the day so we can get more money made. All right, let's wrap the day. Ooh. So hopefully they're having a good time. We have a theater in town that's re-showing the Lego Movie in 3D. And he chose that over Zootopia 2. We saw Iron Lung, which, are you familiar with a YouTuber named Markiplier? He made a video game movie, so the game was called Iron Lung, and so the movie is also called Iron Lung. And I enjoyed it. It's I don't think it's going to be for everybody, and all things considered, the fact that it's kind of an indie passion project, and the fact that, you know, it was a wide released full length feature film by somebody who started out just being a YouTuber is kind of incredible to me. Like, it just, you know, Hollywood seems like it'd be hard to get into, like, break into. And I'm not saying it's going to win tons of awards or that it's going to, you know, there's going to be a lot of people who either don't get it or don't like it for its pacing or for the fact that, you know, he is not a professional actor, you know, that kind of thing. It's kind of weird and surreal in a way to have him make a movie on the scale that he made it. But it's kind of interesting to me, just like, it'll be interesting to see if anything comes of it, because I think for people who don't play video games, they may not understand how it feels, but it felt to me very much like a video game. And I think a lot of times when Hollywood does video game movies, they make a movie and then they don't capture that feeling of a video game. And it was interesting to see a gamer make a video game movie. So I enjoyed it, and I thought he did a decent job. I mean, it was essentially him in one room for 2 hours, and carrying a movie almost solo is tough. It's tough for a professional Hollywood actor to do. So, you know, all things considered, I think he did a really good job for a first foray into that arena. And, you know, there are things that could have been tweaked and probably improved it, but, you know, I feel like that way about big Hollywood, big budget, you know, people in the industry movies too sometimes. So, I mean, you know, there's going to be people criticizing it or people who don't like it, and that's fine. But my son was super stoked. He was super stoked. And part of it is because Markiplier is the first YouTuber that we really started watching regularly when he was younger. Because I played a game called Alien Isolation. Do I want to do something over there? I want to go talk to Umbro. And I want to look on the hill. I'm trying to check for big visitors. That's what I'm doing. But we started watching Markiplier because I was playing Alien Isolation. I don't remember how old he was. He was younger than 7 at the time. And he came in the room, and it was a scary part of the game, and it freaked him out. So I immediately stopped playing. And, well, as soon as I got to a save point, because that game you have to make it to save points, but I wasn't terribly far. So I stopped pretty much right away. I was like, how about we find somebody who has played this game that we can watch together, so you can, you know, we can sit there on the couch and, you know, snuggle up and be, you know, kind of feel safe. And he was the one that we found, and he was so funny when he got scared that it allowed him to kind of disassociate that fear and not treat it as intense, because he was watching somebody, like an adult man, get scared by this game, but in a really over-the-top and funny way. And that's how we found Markiplier. And then he became, you know, he's a huge YouTuber. So it kind of just became a staple in our house. He got into the Five Nights at Freddy's game, and my son was kind of into that for a long time because he was kind of like just on the edge of the right demographic for that game. And, yeah, so it was kind of interesting getting to go see a movie that was made by this guy that, you know, kind of had been in our lives for a significant period of time. And, yeah, just like, what an achievement to have been able to do that kind of thing. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, it would be weird if I don't even know how long he's been on YouTube, but it's like, it would be weird if I, in 10 years, made a movie, like a wide-release Hollywood movie, as a passion project to an indie game that I played. Like, that would be crazy. And somebody did it, you know. I'm never going to be Markiplier, but that's okay. I once watched the golden towers of Arrenvale shine so brightly they cast no shadows. Its king held a blade that borrowed time, striking with the speed of lost years. But such gifts are never free. Each step forward stole a day from his life. He gave them all, one by one, to protect a people who never saw him bleed. Only when he was gone did the city finally understand the dark. Thank you for remembering those who give quietly. That was a new one. All right, so I think I'm going to go back home. And I'm going to push the button, and then I'm going to go get trees, and then maybe I'll actually get to some crafting today. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do? I wanted to check and see. He did put new shelving, right? There's new shelving. There's part of me that just wants to buy it all. Is it this one? But the Carpenter Guild offers upgrade to common tall shelf look. Holds the same amount of holding the same amount of items, but twice the cost. Oh, more potions. There's more stuff to buy. I've been blowing this off because I feel like I've just been trying to make a ton of money. It's 5K. I kind of want to see it, though. I also kind of want to see this. All right. Those should be at the bottom then. Ooh, produce display triple tall. It costs 200 a piece. But I believe this is the shelving you had in your shop, right, Bima? It's very pretty. Oh, look how pretty that is. And I like that it's enclosed. Oh, it's very tall. Look at the chandelier. Struggling. All right, and then this is the triple. Holds 9. Nice and big. Okay. And then... Oh, that's lovely. That's so pretty. I like the carvings. Yeah. All right. And to be fair, it actually almost made me want to go out and get that that game too. It's a very simple game, you know, and it's kind of a eldritch horror kind of thing going on, a little cosmic horror kind of thing going on. A lot more questions than answers, which is very common for that genre of horror. And it would be interesting to see if the creator could actually come up with lore, like deeper lore, if they ever made another game or another movie or something like that. Because sometimes when you answer questions, it's amazing. And sometimes when you answer questions, it's like, wow, my imagination was much better when I didn't know for certain what anything was. And I don't think slow burn eldritch horror is for everybody either. I feel like that's kind of got a niche audience too. So, you know, I definitely wouldn't say it's for everybody, but, you know, if you're into that kind of stuff, might give it a shot. I'm starting the shop. That's what's happening. I was getting distracted by thinking about if I didn't remember to do anything before hitting the button. Not the button, the candle. Okay, so I'm going to go get trees. And then I'm going to go get crafting done, hopefully. It's also kind of fascinating to go see a movie with like a teenager that has grown up with the types of media and content that are available now. Like, that is my kid is very much into vintage stuff and, you know, older things, but he also is a child of this era, as much as he doesn't want to, you know, associate with children of this era and younger. It's so funny listening to him gripe about Gen Alpha. It's like, oh my god, child, stop being so cynical. But he's a teenager, so I mean, cynicism is kind of one of those things we do as teenagers. Cynicism, angst, you know, it's kind of a thing. But it's interesting to go see a movie of his time that he is super excited to go see, because I think it made it more enjoyable knowing he was having such a good time watching it. And that was nice, you know. It was a nice moment to share with him. And I enjoyed it. So, I mean, I feel like there are probably parents out there who their kids would love it and they wouldn't get it. And that's also fine. You know, we had movies like that when we were younger. Maybe, maybe not. We had stuff that we liked. It doesn't necessarily have to be movies. Stories, music, fashion. Oh, that's a glow spire. That's not my zipline. I was like, why am I not connecting to this silly thing? So we all go through that phase of things that our parents don't get, you know, but are cool. And then, of course, you know, the cycle repeats. We get older and kids these days don't understand our stuff, and we don't understand the kids these days stuff. Not to say that's true for every single person with every single thing, but he's had plenty of stuff that my husband and I are like, we just do not get that. So it was nice sharing something. God, I don't know what it is about. I feel like maybe I need to go in and set it in my system. I feel like the mouse sensitivity on my mouse is weird, or my motor skills are depleting, which is also possible. What else did I do? Oh, I tried to get a zip line. I had needed about 2 more zip lines to get all the way to the octopus. And did that the next time he came. But I was actually only able to place 1 because the second one was always out of sight from the first one that I did. Like, it was just too high up a slope. Like, there was just no field of vision that I could get to see it, no matter where I tried to put it. So there's still a little bit of running to do when he shows up, but not as bad as it was. So that's nice to feel like I have, like, checked that to do off my list. The other thing I thought about doing when I finally do start buying glow spires again is trying to find all of the out of boundium inside of the castle and putting glow spires down so I don't have to come in here anymore. Because that would take a big chunk out of my circuit to put them in there. It's not as fruitful to do that because it's probably going to be a one-to-one situation. So it's going to be an expensive thing to do, but time saving might be worth it, you know? Oh, gosh, foot. No. All right. A little bit of ore. Wonder what level my refining is up to now. Keep thinking I should buy some more of these. But it really doesn't take too long to fill these in at the moment. And considering I'm still working on leveling up my brewing, I don't necessarily want to add more of these in yet. Oh man, I had a day where I had 2 crafters show up, crafter visitors. I had the Sphinx and Patch both show up in the same day, and they both do crafting buff. I believe it was the Sphinx. Pretty sure, because she's so rare. Or is it the multi-headed giraffe? One of them. I had a day where I had 2 crafters, so I was like, craft everything. And then I ended up with a bunch of stuff, which was great. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know if I've ever had the two of them show up on the same day. Wool. Actually, I started doing the basic tufts. This. While I'm still accumulating these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm really hoping to get to winter today, because I want to see what the apples are in winter. It's the only season I haven't found yet. Well, and actually that game, that Iron Lung game, is it's on sale right now for like $4. Part of the reason I was like, should I go ahead and get that and try it out? Be interesting to see how similar it feels, because I feel like that's the thing, is that capturing the feel of the game was the most important kind of aspect for a game such as that, you know? Because it's a claustrophobic thing too. And a creeping dread. Buzz. That's what I'm doing. And I still hear sale music going on. See, I wasn't sure if oh, and it just shifted. But I wasn't sure if I could do all of the trees and the out of boundium, like the castle, and do the crafting I want to do. I wasn't sure if I could do that all in the same amount of time it took the shopping day to occur. And they're still shoppers, because they usually take ages to still check out. So I wonder if I could, because I'm trying to tighten up the day a little bit, how long it takes me to get through a whole day. So I can, you know, kind of get that money making up. Because I still have so many expansions to get. All right. It's day 9, so I have 2 more days after I end this one for fall. So theoretically, I should be able to get to winter, at least 1 day of winter before the end of stream today. That's good. Oh man. So my husband and I are planning on trying to replace our second vehicle this year. Because it's old. She's still chugging along, and I will never not be grateful for that. And except for the fact that she really should have some new tires for winter, I'm really resistant to doing that just before we might get rid of it. And so we have to really not, like, really limit how much she has used this winter. I had to do it one day, and I was like, this was kind of sketchy. Not the sketchiest tires I've ever been on. You know, back when I was really, really broke, and tires were a hell of a luxury to replace. But oh, did I really want to do that many Velvet Nights? Do I care? I don't care. It's fine. We'll just do it. Autopilot clicking. Oh, did you see in the Discord somebody made, oh, they're spinning, but somebody made this into an emoji that you can react to posts with, this little face. So funny. I wonder if it was intended to look like a face or that's just what everybody assumed it was. Because I remember thinking it looked like a face. Or a socket, like a 3-prong socket. All right. But yes, so now I am deep in car research mode again. Because, man, when we replaced the other car that we had, I spent months watching the market, researching, you know, how to negotiate deals and, like, making sure you get a good deal and how to be diligent and all that stuff because I'd never really bought a car from a dealer or anybody before. The cars I had previous were either cars that, I think my first car was a car that my parents had that they sold to me. And then the second car I got and the third were both cars that my grandfather got at auction. And so I went through my grandpa. And then the cars that my husband had, one he had bought, but that was before we met. And then it died. And then the next car he got was a car that was his mom's. So, and man, if we could have justified putting money into that car, it would have been a fun little car to keep because it was an 89 Honda Prelude and it had the lights that flip up. And man, my oldest, when he was little, he loved that car because it was cool, you know? And we actually had people asking us all the time if we were selling it because apparently it's a body style and like that feature with the lights was like desirable to soup up for, you know, like, I don't know, drag racing or, you know, doing weird drifting things. I don't even know. But apparently my husband would get offers like, are you selling this car? Like all the time. But it eventually got to the point where it was going to be difficult for us to justify the expense. And I think that was one of the times that my grandfather gave us a car from an auction. Back when auctions were reasonable. You know, back when he was like, I don't spend more than $1,000 on a car, you know. And that's not the case anymore. But but yeah, so I did a ton of research before we did replace the last car. And I'm trying not to let it consume my life again. The market isn't terribly different, and there's a lot of information that I know, but some of it's refresher, and some of it's just, you know, keeping your eye on trends and, like, what's available, what's been selling, what we need to prioritize, because for a long time I was like, oh, we need to prioritize replacing the same kind of car, and we have one of those, it's an SUV, but it's a small SUV, and so, like, maybe something in a crossover, something like that. Oh, nope, I need to feed my baby. Feed my baby. Wah! Hello? But we were like, well, maybe we don't need anything like that. Maybe if the circumstances where we would actually need that kind of vehicle, it might be worth just renting something. Like if we needed to haul something, maybe we could rent a U-Haul or a truck. Or if we wanted to actually do a road trip somewhere, we could probably do a rental. It might be nice not to put mileage on our car if we do that. Not that we're going to be going on any road trips, but, you know, over the next few years, maybe. So it might be worth looking at something smaller that we could afford instead of feeling like we had to kind of replace it with a similar body style of car. So that had changed the, you know, search criteria and just, you know, it's like, okay, and now I have to obsessively go down that rabbit hole. You've talked about a used Tesla. they should be more affordable now because the market has definitely dropped out of the EV market, which is beneficial if you're buying used. And if you're not looking to maintain, I mean, cars are depreciating assets anyway, but if you're not worried about that and how quickly things might be depreciating, a lot of stuff's depreciating fast, even outside of the EV market, just because of how expensive everything is at the minute, and has been for a while now. But, you know, really assess your needs. Our replacement car that we did 2 years ago is a Nissan Leaf, and we love it. But we don't drive long distances, and we were able to install a charger at home. So that was really, really helpful. I do have chargers at work that I could use, and I know that they're not always full or whatever, so it's not like I have to worry about lots of charging competition while I'm there if I needed to. Not that I've been driving that car to work. My husband actually uses it for Uber, and that's been great. But the other thing to factor in is how they handle, like, your tags or maybe a special sticker. So where I live, it's a sticker, and we have to pay an annual fee that's been slowly increasing over the years. I don't know if there's a cap on that. I really need to look. Like a cap in price or a cap in how many times it's going to raise. But some of them, it's rolled into your plates. Like, you get special EV plates, and they can be expensive. Some of the numbers I've heard in different parts of the country are a lot more than what I have to pay. But there's a lot of things like factoring in charging time, you know, is a big deal too. Like, if you don't have a charger at home and you have to, you know, go out and sit at a charging station or a station, you know, like, I feel like my work chargers make a lot of sense because I'm going to be at work for over 7 hours. So having my car charged while I'm at work is no big deal. But if you're just at a charging station like you would at a gas station, there's not anything to do. So finding charging stations that are reliable, that are hopefully places where you would go and spend at least some time. Because, I mean, you might be charging your car every day depending on how much you're driving it. And then range anxiety is a real thing. So it's weird to get used to. It depends on how much you're going to drive. You really have to know your usage circumstances. So there's a lot that goes into thinking about it, and it's different than researching about just a regular gas car, because we're so used to gas cars, because that's what most of us have been driving for most of our lives, most of our adult driving lives, that there's some things in there that you really have to think through. I was watching a video yesterday, and it was like, why people regret buying their EVs. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that they really didn't think through the logistics and the practicality of usage. Like, there were several of them that were like, we can't go cross country. And it's like, no, your range is like 100 plus 200 miles, maybe. Like, and then infrastructure. Does your area have charging stations at all? Or, you know, there are some really good apps, though, that can help you find charging stations. I've got like 2 or 3 of them on my phone. And I think some of them have rating systems. They'll also be up to date on what's, you know, like if the charging station is not working or if they're in use, things like that. Anyway, can you tell I've spent a lot of time researching that? Because we really did have to weigh it, you know, with what our needs were. And we thought about, you know, like, if our second car, what our second car would need. Does it still need to be a gas car so that we have the option to go further? Does it need to be a hybrid? You know, things like that. So it's like, I think a lot of people, it would make sense for short range use to be an EV, but making sure that if you know, if you're a 2-car or more household, you know, do you need another car to be a gas included car of some variety? But it's a know thyself kind of thing. And then, you know, I think a lot of people buy an impulse, even big things like cars, and it just, I don't know. I can't relate to that because we've been broke for so long that it's like I feel like I have to research everything to death. Hard to decide because right now you don't have any car payments. Yep. Yep. And that's another thing. Insurance. Part of it, the reason our insurance was higher is because the vehicle is a lot newer than the car that we replaced. We replaced a 2004 with a 2018. So that was part of it. And part of it was the EV. And part of it was that it had to be full coverage because we have a loan. And so, you know, making sure you factor that stuff in too. Oh, hello. I just autopilot started grabbing stuff. I should go talk to you before I start grabbing stuff. Hello. How you doing? Because it's not going to be, if it's a car note, if it's car payment, most loans require you to have full coverage. So don't forget to factor that in too. If you don't already have full coverage on your vehicles. And if it's a newer car, you know. And EV. Because sometimes, I don't know, I've heard some outrageous insurance numbers too. And it's just like, what? Crystals are created in memories. From the tree sap, from water, from flame. Each path is different, yet all find form through time. It is not what starts them, but what surrounds them that shapes their glow. So too, your brightness comes not from your creation, but from what you've lived. Fantastic. All right. Nobody on the hill. I don't think I saw anybody down the hill. But we will go look. Nobody down the hill. It's funny now that I have a zip line that goes straight past this pool when the guy jumps out of the water. It was like, oh, I guess I have that bonus today too. Come on. See, I feel like it's a me thing. But maybe I should, you know what I need to do? I should write it down. Check mouse sensitivity. System mouse sensitivity. I wonder if I can make an adjustment there that would help me tweak it a little bit better. Check mouse sensitivity. In system. There we go. But yes, I'm trying not to let car research take over my whole brain like I did 2 years ago. Which is really hard when it's like the potential is there. It's different when it's just like last year and after we bought the other car, I would like every quarter or so I would kind of check in and see how things are going because I knew that eventually we would want to replace the second one too. So it's like, maybe I should just, you know, occasionally check in on how the whole market is doing and trends and things like that. Just to, you know, make sure I don't fall too far out of the loop. But now it's like probably going to be this year, so. Oh. Dang it, woman. I keep forgetting I put his zipline right next to him. A dream lingers beneath the earth, and I remember its weight. In Brightmere, the scholars drank the stars and called it wisdom. But the city turned to beasts, and truth became nightmare. One hunter entered the dream to end it. They never woke, but the dream softened. Thank you for letting the forgotten stir gently once more. Well, and as much as I don't want a Chevy, I hear really good things about the Chevy Bolt. So if you're like dead set on a Tesla, that's one thing, but also there's some other really solid options out there. So, you know, you might at least compare them, compare their battery capacities, look at, you know, what models have different size of batteries in them, things like that too. Because the model of Leaf we have has not the smallest battery, but it does have like one of the smaller as of now batteries. Like, and the 2026s actually have another size up from what they had previous. It's still great. It's still, you know, I mean, like I said, my husband still uses it for Uber. It's not, you know, like it's not got range. He just has to be really thoughtful about how he is taking jobs and how, like, if he's using the highway or whatever. But some, like, if it depends on what you need. But I've heard really good things about the Chevy Bolts, not just out, you know, like reports and stuff, but my parents, like family friends, I think that's what they used to do their road trip, because they had one with a larger battery. So like they still were able to find charging stations and, you know, built that into their road trip plan and had a great time. So, you know, I think there's just a lot of stuff that is new to consider for a lot of people that makes it tricky, you know, and then the States are a lot bigger. Like, there's a lot of information coming from, like, the UK and stuff, but the UK and Europe in general is so much more, like, compact. Like, that distance stuff also is going to be very different than the usage here for a lot of people. Okay. I'm lighting the candle because I trust that I have done everything. Sort of. I'm getting trees. But apart from the few times that I've dealt with some serious range anxiety, I have no regrets for buying the Leaf so far. Part of it's, there was a lot of stuff too that was like, oh, the Nissan Leaf is, you know, kind of not as modern looking as some other modern cars, and I'm like, okay, we're going from a 2004. Anything is going to look modern compared to no. There was a lot of, it's like you could tell that some of the reviews were people who are used to probably doing a lease and trade-in kind of thing, or, you know, upgrading their car every couple of years. And that's like, okay, that's not us. We drive cars to death, and then we hopefully get a new one or a new to us one, you know, because we always buy used. So I think some of those reviews you got to take with a grain of salt too, where it's like, okay, you're obviously a different kind of car owner than I am. But it all goes back to that, you know thyself, be diligent with how you're going to need, you know, what your needs are. And realistic, you know. Because I definitely don't think EVs are for everybody. Like, my husband and I were talking about the giant SUVs, because I was, for a while there, thinking, oh, we need an SUV, but not one of the big ones. And it's like, we don't need that. And there's a lot of people that buy cars like that don't need them. There's a lot of people that do. Like, if you need a big truck for hauling stuff, then you need a big truck for hauling stuff. But there's a lot of people who own big trucks because they wanted a big truck for whatever reason. And the same is true for, like, the giant Escalades and stuff. Like, if you're just tooling around suburbia, you probably don't need a giant Escalade, but I'm sure there's a lot of giant Escalades in suburbia, you know? And anybody can get whatever they want if that's what you like, you know, if that's, and you can afford it, and they're, you know, whatever you want to do is fine. But there's a lot of people who don't buy cars because they need the functionality of the car. And honestly, I don't want a giant car. I don't like, the biggest car I would get would be a minivan, and that would be purely for function. Purely for function. And otherwise, if I could drive a bubble on wheels, I probably would, if it could be safe, you know? That's the only problem with some of those really tiny cars. It's like, yeah, but what about collisions? Like, I don't know. But like, if I knew that I could just either be safe, or that they would somehow magically survive collisions, I would definitely drive a bubble on wheels, because I like tiny cars. I think they're freaking cute. And I'm a small person, so I don't want anything gigantic. And I don't need it. I mean, it's in my name. Practical. You have a big truck to pull your fifth wheel camper. See? Function. That is a valid functional, practical need. And again, even if you own a car like that, that is not for practical reasons or because you have need of it, that is totally fine. I don't like them anyway. Like, I don't want to drive one if I don't have to. My husband and I keep talking about wanting to retire and have an RV, and he's like, you know, you'll have to learn how to drive that if we get one, because he doesn't want to do all the driving, which is fair. But also I'm like, and that seems like a really lofty retirement plan anyway, because RVs are freaking expensive too, for a multitude of reasons. But, you know, in fantasy retirement land, that's what we would do. And then I would have to drive a giant thing. But, you know, I would do it if I needed to. Oh, nope. That's your food. I don't need to take that with me. Or put it in front of the forges. There we go. Good job, brain. You got there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. For fun, we'll do 2 different kinds, because it really doesn't matter. Well, and we're also thinking about if we could swing paying for something outright, going back to the whole car payment thing, or if we would want to carry credit for it. Because, right, I think I've mentioned it before, where I'm trying to, like, my credit's not bad. My credit's actually pretty decent, considering. And part of the reason I wanted to get it to decent or better was because we were going to be doing the whole car thing. And it's like, do we actually need to carry another loan to help, you know, improve credit stuff still, or do we just want to try and buy it outright, which changes, you know, the criteria, the search criteria too. So, and I feel very fortunate to be able to do that, because there's a lot of people, we would have been those kind of people a decade ago or sooner even. So the fact that I even can weigh those options is kind of amazing to me. Chuffed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh! Did I not push the button today? I felt like I didn't have very much tuft. My thread weaving is getting pretty high. I think it's in the 30s now. I'll have to look. And I feel like my buzz is either at level 29 or just got to level 30. But I'm probably going to have to take a break after this day ends. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to get to 67,000. Is that what I'm saving up for? I don't think I'm going to get there today. Unless I get the octopus, or maybe a couple of days where I have like more than just 2 visitors. I don't think I'm going to get there. It's a bummer. It's all right. Ah! Everything just falls over. Okay. Ah! Now, does that give me 5 times 5 on the brewing? Yes, I thought maybe it was level 30 that did it. Awesome. Which means I could start doing peach brew. Because I've been waiting to get to the 5 times multiplier before I started using up peaches. I did enough peach jam to feel like I could sell it. I think I got to 10,000 units. So, I'm excited. I might also be able to do... I need to look at what the apples are at. Because I made jam, because jam was already maxed. And yeah, I think I did some of the new stuff when I had that day where I had 2 crafting visitors. Okay, I have 6,455 of the apple jam. The Amberfall apple jam. So that's pretty good. We're still doing honey. How many more? More than I care to count. So we'll just grab some. We'll wing it. And that might be about right. I love it when there's like no penalties, so I can just be like, click the button until you feel like it's right. So how is your Infinity Nikki going? I saw you playing it the other day and I was like, I also was thinking of trying to figure out a game that my little one and I could play together. There was one that used to be on Game Pass that I was like, oh, we could play that one. And then it left, I guess, in October. I hadn't played it in a while. So that's kind of a bummer. I think he would actually... It's called Core Keeper. And I think he would get into that. But now I'd have to pay for it. Well, pay extra because I already pay for the Game Pass. But I'd have to actually buy the game, which is not bad necessarily. I have done that with other games. But yeah, it's always more difficult to justify it when it's like, I don't even know if he'll actually like it. Oh. Well, let's look at it. Oh, she's pretty. Wow. Now, is that an in-game outfit or is that something you bought? That dress is gorgeous. Do you have a kitty peeking out from behind your dress? Lovely. Fruit. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do... Oh my gosh. Well, maybe I won't put them all over here. I got quite a bit. Did I have a tending visitor today? No, I had a mining visitor today. That's a lot of apples that I don't know how I ended up with 1,600. I thought I had used down to 1,000 units yesterday, so it just seems kind of like a lot. Oh, was it 2 days? Did I let 2 days go by? I bet I did that. That would make more sense. Wow, this yellow is almost the same yellow as the buzz itself, so it's kind of hard to tell which ones already have fruit in it. Okay, let's also do some peach. How much do I have of the buzz? Ooh, I already have of 6,000 units. That's nice. Wow! And then maybe I'll go throw some of those apples in the jam things. Okay, where are we at time-wise? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Is this already the third day that I've played on stream? I feel like it might be. Making good time. Maybe if I can get another 3 days. And I don't know, how much money have I been making? Like maybe 6 to 8K? Something in there. If it's 8K, let's just hope that it's the highest. Times 3 is 24K. That would be 57, 61. Oh, I might be able to do it if I get some good visitors. Okay, not you, not you, not you. You. That's a lot of buzz. It is a lot of buzz. I'm trying really hard to get this level up. Where are we at? Beekeeping. That's not what I'm looking for. Buzzy brewing. Oh, that's right. We just made it to level 30. That's why I'm making with this stuff. Good job, woman. I'm trying to get 10,000 because that's what I did with the jam. And that way I can just ignore it. I can just collect the fruit and hoard the fruit and not worry about, you know, maintaining it daily while I'm still leveling. Is that... Did I really only need one more unit? I got this huge stack out for no reason. Oh! Well, for sort of a reason. Well, I hope my husband and little one are having a good time. It's kind of the first time they've gone to see a movie alone. Because we don't go to a ton of movies, so when we go, we usually go as a family, which is kind of why I was like, okay, this movie, not for the little one. Here are the options. Do I need to make time for both movies? Or because my husband, I wouldn't say he has agoraphobia. He doesn't. But he's definitely, you know, he's been at home for a long time. Like, he was the stay-at-home parent, the pandemic, you know, he had medical issues for a long time. So he's been kind of stuck at the house, financial issues. He's been stuck at the house for a long time where it's actually very challenging for him to want to go out sometimes. And so a lot of times when it's just, you know, an outing, like we're trying to save money or whatever, I usually am the one that takes the kids out. And he's not like a fan of the zoo or anything. Like, he's gone with us, but he's not like, yeah, I want to go spend 6 hours at the zoo, because he doesn't like being hot and sweaty. He doesn't like doing that kind of stuff. So, this is the first time he's actually gone out for like breakfast and a movie alone with the little one. So I hope they're having a good time, you know? I was going to do the apple. That's what I was going to do in the jam. I mean, I told him, I'm like, you could eat breakfast and just go take a nap in the theater, because that's usually what he does anyway. Because there are these like really nice lounge chairs, and then they have like seat warmers in them. And so, yeah, it's all luxury. And so, yeah, it's like, just don't snore too loud. I nudge him usually. I'm like, hey, we're there together. So funny. Okay. If I could somehow get really good visitors and or make my way through 4 days, 3 to 4 days, I might be able to get the next expansion. Did I feed you? I'm not going to bother. It's fine. I'll feed you some other time. Oh, God. Why is it half the time I click the wrong button? using the zip lines. I would say it might even be more than half the time. Because I've got skills. That's why. All right. So let's go in here. Let's go ahead and go to bed. And then this is the last day of fall. Huzzah. All right. But I'm going to take a break. So no Verdhorn. Okay. Don't. It's fine. We'll find out if anybody's visiting us here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow if you are enjoying your time here. If you're still here when I get back from my break, thank you so much for hanging out. If not, I hope you have a lovely day, nighttime, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you in a few minutes. All right. Had to take a couple extra minutes to help my kid figure out how to reheat fries and chicken tenders in a convection oven setting. I was like, he's like, can you help me figure that out? And I was like, I could Google how to do that. So that's what we did. So hopefully they'll turn out okay. Because I really don't know. I'm not super savvy with convection. And I know it can get a little tricky. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So, what are we doing? Oh, we're turning on sound. That's what we're doing. Okay, good job. You know, I just saw, if you're still here, Bama, I just saw you poking fun at my buying zip lines and spires. You know, I did stop buying spires. And the only reason I bought zip lines was to increase my speed of getting through the day. And they are not as expensive. Or the octopus, to be fair. Because that is such a journey. But yeah, I did stop buying spires. Okay. I know you're just teasing. All right, nobody's down there. Nobody's up there. Did not hear a dragon fly over. Go look. Nobody's down the hill. Or up the hill. I'm gonna push the button. I'm gonna go get Umbrow. And then we'll start the day. Hello. How you doing, baby? Doing okay? I love that he has like this little perma smile on his face. One of the favorite things for my son and I to do is watch cute or funny animal videos, and there's so many where like they catch dogs that look like they're smiling. So cute. I pushed the button. I need to go talk to Umbrow. I was like, wait, did I need to start the day? But the answer is no. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. But yes, I calculated bought zip lines. No. Few speak of Hollow Reach, and fewer speak within it. A vast underground city carved by the Pale Folk, who believed silence brought strength. They carved songs into the walls instead of speaking, and their children were born mute. Then one day their silence cracked, and the echoes have not stopped since. Thank you for listening to what others fear to hear. I believe I have heard that one before. Okay. So not a lot of visitors. Not great for profit margin or profit increase, but that's okay. Push that again, might as well. Whee! I know those stairs aren't going to stay there permanently, but it is kind of fun to... Oh, crap, I forgot to go do... trees. I was like, oh, I can go immediately do crafting. This is how strong the autopilot is. Luckily, things are connected in a way now that allows me to have a little bit more flexibility on the routes I choose to take, so that's nice. Means if I forget what I'm supposed to be doing, I can easily correct it. Which is helpful. It's helpful. Ugh, and tomorrow's winter. think Verdhorn usually shows up on the first day of the seasons, right? I haven't, like, been keeping track, but I feel like he usually shows up either the first day or really close to the beginning of the season. I guess we'll find out. Did I pass a tree? I did not. I passed a tree, but not a peach tree. Ooh, I have over 2,000 now. That's nice. Mm-hmm. Oh. And sometimes I can line that up so easily, and other times, just not. Ugh. And then I have to fight with this tree branch. There we go. We just really need the octopus to show up. Oh my gosh. Well, and some days I don't have quite the, like, the same struggle with aim. Or, like, being able to fine-tune my movements. So, I don't know. I feel like my joints might be a little stiff today. I wonder if that has something to do with it. I wonder if if he changed how the stairs inside the little turrets function now. Like, are they easier to go back up? Because the first time I went down a set of stairs in there, it was a struggle. It's the reason I've only been in, like, one or two. Have I been in two of them? I feel like I only went into one, and then I was like, that's enough. I don't need to go in all of these. Although I do know that there's some out of boundium that I don't get because of it. Okay. Whee! Is he taller than this mountain officially now? I feel like he must be. Wah! Sun glow. There we go. Where are we at? 39K. Ugh. That's all right. We'll get through this day, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings us. I'm really curious to see how my son's food turns out. I hope it turns out decent enough. Oh, I should have reminded him he needs to do his laundry. He has some laundry he has to do today, but I still have another load. So I really need to get him to get his done so I can do the one I need to do. Was beekeeping still in the 20s of levels? Man, you'd think that once you have like 30 of them, it wouldn't take quite as long, but Takes a lot of time. I feel like we're making decent time, though. On the day. Since the shop is still open. Oh, gosh. Oh, man, when I finally get done doing brewing. Oh, it's gonna be nice. Ooh. Did I hear a sound? Maybe. Okay. Ooh, did I get out too much? Might have. Not by much, though. Oh, there it went. Ooh. I also saw that I gave you an idea for stairs, so if you do something cool, you're going to show me. You're going to just share it. Well, you don't have to. But you can. Fruit. Do I want this over here? Kind of want to do that in the jam. So where we are with where are we with peach? Oh, we're doing pretty good. Ooh. 14 million and 2 peaches. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've played Dreamlight Valley since I did my Dream Snap for the week. Which would have been... Did I do that on Friday? No, I think I did it on Wednesday. Weird. Because I actually started playing this in the mornings. Oh, that's right, because Thursday I woke up and I was like, ooh, I don't have to play Dreamlight Valley right now. I don't really have a lot to do because I got all of the routine duties done for the Star Path. And the only thing I really have to work on, you know, have to do is finish leveling the mounts that I haven't gotten to level 10 yet. So I was like, oh, well, I'll take a break and I'll do some work on this. And that was the morning that I had the fatal crashes. So I ended up having 2 fatal crashes in this game on Thursday. And I put a note in the Discord saying, hey, this happened. I didn't have a chance to troubleshoot that. And so the next morning I was like, all right, I'll load Teddy's Haven up and with the mindset of I'm going to load in, see if I can repeat the fatal crash and then try and troubleshoot the problem. So that way I could update, you know, or ask for help or whatever. Because there are some things you can do to help fix problems that are already posted. And then nothing happened. I left the game logged in for almost 2 hours. I made it through 2 in-game days. And nothing happened. I was like, okay, so I updated the ticket for that. And I was like, well, technically I guess this could be closed out because I didn't do anything. I waited 24 hours. That's what happened. 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like this might be enough to finish, like, get to 10,000 Peach Buzz. Now, I don't know if I'm selling this yet. So I'll need to check inside the shop and see if I am or not. Alright, but there's that. And then I might... Oh, whisper wool. No, tufts. I'm doing tufts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think I might just wait and feed my Orling next time I load in. All right, so that got me to 45,000. I started at almost 38, so we'll just say 37,000. So that's about 8,000, which is pretty good. Oh, level 33. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And then I might stop crafting and just collect for a while. Because I don't have to sell the stuff. I just want to collect enough to feel secure, you know? These. I actually did not see how close it was getting to 10,000 jam. But I feel like I need to get some more 4-shelf displays. For this, for the Peach Buzz, if I'm not selling it already. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see. Seven. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure. Because I'm not going to sell the fruit yet. Actually, you know what? Yep. But I might be able to start selling the jam comfortably, since it'll be a whole year cycle before I get, well, not a whole year cycle, 3 seasons worth, 33 days. But I feel like I'll have enough to carry me through the year for at least the jam on these. Because I have over 7,000 right now, and then however much this turns into. What is 6 times 3 is 18 times 5, so that's 500 plus 4? Is that I actually don't know if it's times the number of ones I put in, or is it times the number of crafters you have? I don't know. I don't know. It smells like he successfully reheated stuff. You can smell it. Is that everything? I'm gonna go push the button one more time, just in case. We'll pet Teddy again, just in case. Hey, buddy. Good night. Whoa. As the wisps go jumping by. Okay. Yes. All right, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Winter. Huzzah. No Verdhorn on day 1. Okay, so it's not a day 1 thing, but I feel like it's usually early in the season that he shows up. Patch is here. Crafting day today it is. Anybody up the hill? Ooh, they're blue. Okay. Is there anybody down the hill? Voila. Just run into all your stuff. That's fine. Nobody's down the hill. Okay. Let's go talk to Umbral real quick, and then we'll go talk to Patch real quick, and then we'll do some stuff. Oh, I went to a different one. I didn't mean to. I can hit that one over there if I can get it lined up, but my hand is just fighting. And it's not like it hurts. I wonder if it's a wrist thing. Ah, sorry, didn't mean to hit that. Whoa. Come on, man. There we go. Yes, I know I could go to the closer one easier, but I'm stubborn. Far beneath the mountain roots, there lies a garden not of soil, but of gears and breathless flowers. We read this one earlier today. I'm not going to read it again today. All right. Cool. Yes. And then... And Patch makes this one really hard to hit. Hey, buddy. Basic recipes flagged obsolete. New schematic branches opening. Crafting now includes possibility. Excitement level moderate. Just kidding. Very high. Okay. Huzzah. No octopus. Okay. Crafting output. Fantastic. There was nobody on the island, was there, that I completely overlooked, even though I probably looked over there? Way over there. I do like seeing all the crystals against the snow. Since they pop. Wow. Okay. Hello? We will pay. Can I hit this from here too? Nope. Nice. Wait. Did I not get the new apples? What are those new apples called? I did not get them. Frostveil apple. Nice. Will do, will do. A nice new blue. Nope, I don't have to go over there. I already have been. Sweet. 1600 peach. But I made a bunch of buzz. So that's fair, you know? But I feel like I should have gotten pretty close to 10k units of the buzz after yesterday's brewing session. So we'll find out when I go to craft if I need to make any more or not. I'm actually kind of astounded that thread weaving is as high as it is, considering for the longest time I only had 4 crafters. And it was only recently, with the introduction of the new wool varieties, or the new fur varieties, I guess, that... Is wool considered fur still? I feel like it would be, right? Anyway, random thoughts. But it's only recently that I got 12. So that's kind of amazing that it's already up to level 33. I'm not going over there first. I'm going over there first. This tree over here might be the first peach tree I put a glow spire next to, though. Because it's the only one that makes me have to come over here now. Can I get there? Yes. Thank you. Aha! Huzzah! Ah. Man, I have 17,000 out of Boundium. That's just crazy. And the only reason I'm still coming over here right now is because of the trees. I guess that means I could stop doing that one. And really, I wouldn't even have to go to that back turret. I could just go to this turret up here and drop down and get these trees over here. If I wanted to shorten that circuit, you know? Until I can get some glow spires over here. It'd be crazy if I can get this expansion done, though. That'd be awesome. Well, and some people have been sharing their, like, fully expanded shops. You know, and adding walls and doors and stuff so you can actually have different rooms for different things. I think that looks really cool. Well, and I feel like a lot of people have been turning their second floor into crafting space. Ooh, hello. Such a busy day. Do I have penguins today? Oh, no, I have goats. Okay. Do I have... Oh, I do. The peach brew. The peach buzzy brew. Yeah, royal peach buzz. And then, oh yeah. I forgot that I was able to sell this green whistle apple jam. Does that mean I have a slot available? What do I have that I could put on there? I don't have the Amberfall Apple Buzz, but I don't think I want to sell that yet. 10-0. I'm not doing any of the new threads and wools yet. It's gonna take a while before I feel comfortable selling those. I feel like there was something else, though, that I was making that I hadn't put out yet, but maybe I did put it out already. Oh, yeah, I didn't have a full 10,000 units of that, but I did have enough to feel comfortable. I think I had, like, 5,000 or something. Jasper thread, Jasper tuft. Not yet. Maple thread, maple tuft. Not yet. Do I have everything out already? It's crazy. Well, I should be able to get a decent stockpile of the winter apples over the next, you know, season. Over the season. Weird. I thought... Why won't you? Yay! Shop level 37. Oh, what? Oh, not peck. Peach. Oh, I don't have the royal peaches for sale yet, but that's okay. Oh, I do have over 10,000 peach jam. Yes. And I have just under, so I'm not going to fuss about that. All right, well, let's go craft. Oh, hello. I'll take it. Well, and I had the dark unicorn and a star shard show up on the same day, unless I missed the star shard landing on a different day, which is entirely possible. What the, did I just fall through the ceiling? That was bizarre. Okay. So unless the star shard came on a different night and I didn't catch it, possible. Yeah, they seem to be there on the same day, so you know, it just may be me, but and I feel like maybe they're home. It sounds like there's a lot of activity out there right now. And the timing seems about right. Let's see, the movie was supposed to start at around 11. And it was about an hour and 40 minutes. I have no idea if there were previews or anything, considering it was a, you know, it's a previously released movie. It's not a new movie. So that would put it at about 12:40. So yeah, this would be about the time they get home. Makes sense to me. Oh, level 29. Ugh. Am I actually... I'm probably going to level the brewing before I actually level the beekeeping. That's crazy. Oh, I was like, how did I run out of time so fast? Oh, I ran out of time because I stopped to dicker around in the shop for a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not that there aren't still people checking out. Ooh, I'm at 50K. Oh, I might have to start getting into Grounded 2 again. Not that I stream that. But they just did another major update. And that's the one my husband and I have been waiting for. Because it's got new area and new stuff to craft. Like new gear and things. And so, I told him yesterday, I'm like, they just put out an update on the 27th. Because the last update they did was essentially just a boss fight. And it was like, I don't know if I feel like working to a boss fight with not really a lot of other stuff to do. So maybe we'll wait till this update comes out. And now it's out. I'm like, hello. Maybe we should do that. Okay, how many of the new apples do I have already? Apple. Not a ton. It's fine. So... Oh no! Okay, fix it. There we go. I'm always nervous about doing that. Not that it's not fixable, it's just... I'm more nervous when it comes to the fruits because I'm afraid I'm going to end up... I've done that before where I've put like a couple in one and then the rest in another. And then it's like, oh no, which ones need to be filled up? With what fruit? Let's see, where are we at time-wise? Okay. Got at least another day. Stop. I'm going to stick you up here, and then I'm going to stick this one random apple up there. Ooh, nice. I feel like we have so many, like, red and orange and orangey red fruits that it's nice to have more blues and other colors, too. I'm just going to do fruit of whatever variety I seem to have a lot of, which is azure berry. Azure berry coming out of my ears. Oh no! I didn't finish doing the buzz yet. Crap. And apparently you can load fruit in first. You don't have to load in buzz. I feel like I might have known that, but I'd forgotten. So I've got something over there that's already got a fruit in it with no honey. And I think it doesn't produce bubbles until you add the honey. Is it that one? Like, you can't even really see that there's anything in it yet. But one of those has fruit in it already. And I feel like there was something I was going to do with my older kid. I can't remember what it is. Like, go look at clothes or something? Can't remember. Okay, put the honey and stuff first. There it is. Instantly blue. Okay. Did everybody stop bringing out? Feel like it might have. We're at 53,000. If I can justify 2 more days, in-game days, I feel like we could get to that 67K. Nope. I grabbed a little bit too much, but that's okay. They all look good now. All right. Ah! You know, sometimes they stack so neatly, and then other times it's just instant chaos. You don't have the new toys. That's weird. I didn't do anything to get them. Do you have all of the toy sets unlocked in your... It's not expansion, but I think it's that... Is it the same tab as expansion? I wonder if I should look it up and see if there's any... I bet you could ask in the Discord. You have everything unlocked? Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know. One, two, three. The only thing I could think is if I got it at a certain time, like maybe because I bought the game sooner than you did. Because I'm pretty sure you bought it after me, but I didn't... I mean, it wouldn't have been terribly... I mean, I didn't buy it, like, super early or anything. When did I buy it? October? Something like that. Because I noticed I got a new title in the Discord for being an early shopkeeper. Which I don't know how I got that either. I don't know if it's just because I've been in the server long enough, or if I've done enough interactions, because I know you can set up, like... things like that in Discord. But I have no idea how I got that either. I thought maybe it was just because of how long I'd been in there. Go to bed. See. Let's see if I can find it. How to get the octopus toys for sale in Teddy's Haven. Nope, it doesn't. It's telling me about... the octopus plushie. What? No, I'm not looking for physical, real-life octopus toys. Thank you very much. Wonder if they're in the wiki. No results. Book of Summoning. Shelf items. Okay, there's magic, there's turtles, there's dragons, horses. They aren't even in the wiki. What? wonder... I have no idea. They're not in the wiki. And I don't see them in spoilers. Okay, I'm gonna post a thing in the spoilers tab. Okay, let me go in and look at the Book of Summoning. No Verdhorn again. What? Oh. No, I'm okay. I should have crafted more, but that's okay. I'm gonna check down the hill real quick to see if I've visitors over there. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Okay, I'm gonna paste. Okay. So we'll see what comes of me posting this in there. Yeah, so maybe we'll find out. I have no idea. Okay. Because like I said, I was just restocking stuff, and I had scrolled all the way to the bottom, and I was like, wait, what the heck are these? Because it would, I don't know, it just seems weird, like, that not everybody would have them. And you've got all the, have you gotten all the achievements yet? Because you have at least a couple I don't have. And I think I'm just down to 2 that I haven't gotten done yet. And I'm resisting looking at the spoilers for them. Because I kind of want to figure them out. Oh, dang it. There's a zip line right by him. Just for getting to him faster, and then I forget. I've read this one before. I'm gonna skip it. A rootless grove. What the heck? I thought I just saw something just pop up. Yes, all but 2. Ah. Huh. Oh, I did get to the crystal. I did make effort for that one the last time I went up to see the octopus. Because I figured out which mountain I needed to be on to get to it. So I got that one. Ugh. I talked to Umbrow. So maybe it's one of the ones that let's see. I don't know which ones compared to. Compared to Bama. I can't remember if the, because I did get the crystal achieve. There's that achievement for that. I don't know if that would have given it to me. Because I don't think it would be the other one, but maybe. Anyway, I'm not sure. So maybe we'll find out. Maybe he'll come see you soon. Yeah, I don't know. You've talked to the octopus before, right? Because since they're octopus toys, maybe it has something to do with him. But if you've already talked to him, I feel like that would be the only thing. Unless... Because he just recently changed his name. And I think he changed the text that you get when you talk to him. So if you haven't done it since that update, maybe? Okay, did I already push this button? Oh, we'll push it again. Did I already pet Teddy? Oh, we'll pet Teddy again. And honestly, if there was anything that popped up and was like, oh, hey, you got these new things to sell. Yeah, Thorlar. Yeah, I couldn't remember what his name was. Oh, was there a response in there? Ah. Oh. Okay. Okay. And why I couldn't find them on the wiki, because they were someplace else. Well, apologies. Spoiler alert for anybody who's... I had no idea it was like a spoiler thing. I was like, look, these appeared. It was not my intention. I try not to do that. I mean, if you're watching gameplay of a game that you are either actively playing or have not yet played, there's always the potential for spoiler. Always there's potential for spoilers. So I feel like you're watching at your own risk if you watch gameplay like that. I've done it to myself, you know. And for games that I have either, you know, not played, or for games that I'm wanting to play. What am I doing with fruit? Don't do that. Being dumb because I'm all distractipated now. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, but I didn't even, I mean, if it popped up and said something to me, I did not catch it. Which, if I was like playing in the morning or something and just was autopiloting my way through the morning, which while I'm still actively drinking coffee is a higher probability. Well, that's fun. I knew he mentioned something about some small surprises and stuff, so I'm guessing that was one of them. But yeah, usually, unless something happens on stream, I mean, you probably would have seen that in my shop at some point or another, or like while I'm filling up my list, so you probably would have seen them if we were just doing normal stuff and I hadn't called attention to them. Okay. If it doesn't happen on stream, I tend not to talk about it. Like some of the visitors that I haven't seen on stream. Actually, I think I've seen most of them now on stream. But in any case, I try to keep those under wraps unless they make themselves apparent. Uh-oh. Sabotage myself. Oh, there we go. Now we know. It's true. Well, and honestly, this game and the community they're so helpful. Like, everyone's, like, ready to let you know if you're willing, and if you want to ask, you know, they're willing to let you know. And they generally, everybody generally does a good job of like keeping that stuff in spoiler channels or with spoiler blurs and stuff on there too, so that's always nice. Okay. Oh, I didn't count, but I still need one more. Oops. Right, 54,000. Okay. Man, they're being stingy with my visitors, though. This is not what I needed to to advance. Did I get it? Oh, because of this one. I was like, why is this all the way over here now? Frostvale Apple Buzz. I wonder what it looks like next to the Frostgleam, because it looks different in the icon, but the blues are very similar. So I wonder if they look the same next to each other on the shelves, you know? When I swear I only get the octopus like maybe 2 or 3. I can't remember how many times he showed up in my first year. Is this the end of year 3? This is the end of year 3. So maybe only a couple times in the year. Not that I haven't kept track, so. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. That's probably too many. Oh well. I wonder if they grabbed lunch on the way back. I don't really need it because I had a leftover. I had this club sandwich for dinner last night, and half of the sandwich was more than enough food. So I was so stuffed when we got to the movie theater, which is fine. But it was just like, this sandwich is massive. So I had the second half. I had a bit before I started streaming, and then I had a little bit on my break, and so I'm gonna have the rest of it after I stream. But usually if my husband's gonna stop for lunch on the way home, he'll message, so I don't know if they actually got something to eat on the way back. Ah! Just enough. Amazing. Yep, amazing. Okay. Why do I feel like there's some buzzes? Oh, what the? That I've been neglecting. Okay, not that one. Classic. How is the classic buzz that low? You would think it would be pretty high. Although, I guess I've been doing all fruit in order to maximize leveling. Velvet Frost. That one's kind of low. Soulberry's kind of low. Skydrop is kind of, I mean, kind of. Scarlet Sip. Not crazy low, but kind of low, you know? Ooh. Do I really want to do one more? Oh, and I got the freaking... Now I got the buzz out, not the fruit. Damn it. Look at Ding Dong. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. So... That's fun. Okay, we're at 57. Come on. These are all ethers. Or buzzes. Whatever the heck they are. Yeah. Dang it! I got way too excited. Just started clicking the buttons. Alright. I'm pretty sure the ones that I got in there were the Velvet Frosts. Okay. Good enough. Yay. I've done that a few times where it's just like, wow, your autopilot was strong. Like, I saw the first part of the word and was like, that's the one. And I didn't look at the picture. Nothing. Just clicked the button. Oh, level 31. This is why we continue to do it with the fruit. Just to, you know, maximize that leveling. You know, I should really test, once I'm done, I should test how long it takes to go through, like, 1,000 units of something. I have no idea. I'm glad that these will get put away in the night. I don't have to deal with that. It's very nice. Oh, that's my husband snoring. I was like, what the hell is that sound? That's what that sound is. Well, if I don't have enough fruit to fill them, I will just let the other ones be just honey. Although I think I might have enough. Like with just one left over. That's funny. Yep. Okay. Oh, 59,000. Huzzah. Oh my god. Stop. Stupid hand. And I've turned... Okay, so I have my sensitivity set at, what, 0.2 or 2 or whatever the setting is. I've tried to put it at the 1, like just lower than it, and it's way too slow. So just... I wonder... That's why I'm thinking maybe I can do it on my actual mouse system settings. Because it's just too slow if I put it down when we're not in game. You guys still stocking shelves? You know what? That's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Tan, Whisper Wool, Elder Milk. Wandering Animals. All right. We ended with 59,000. I need 67,000. Come on, visitors. No Verdhorn. Well, maybe I'm just losing my mind, or I'm just misremembering about Verdhorn showing up at the beginning of a season. No patch. Nobody on the island. We have a dragon. That's helpful. Huzzah. Nobody on the hill. Nobody on the hill. Did I not go around and do apples or peaches yesterday? I really don't remember. Hi! Boop! I booped him on the nose! Hello, man! Oh. Your mouth is very intimidating. Okay, hello. Quark brought tea leaves to a volcano summit. Said it would soothe the tension. I nearly roasted him on the spot, but then I drank it. Damn good tea. Still tending fire, are you? Good. Fires matter. They remind me of Kaith. A city built on flame, carved into the cliffside where lava ran through channels like veins. They forged blades in the open air, not fearing the heat. I circled once just to see if they'd flinch. They bowed instead. Their courage was beautiful. Thank you. Not many still honor the strong without fear. Goodbye. Okay, now we go do Umbral. You. Ah, yes, the tale of the twin blades. Few remember it fully, but I do. One was forged of order, the other from chaos. Worm Soul and Shade Shard locked in endless pull. Many sought their power, two found each other. Their clash split the coast of Drathmir, and when they vanished, peace trembled with them. Thank you for honoring an old conflict with new ears. I didn't mean to look inside your mouth. I'm sorry. All right. Nope. Teleport home. Man, we didn't do kitties or fairies today. I was so focused. So much stuff to do. I was like, get to it. I didn't know they waited at the door. Weird. Okay. Pay. Pay. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Okay, before we're done for the day, I want to make sure there was nothing else that I was like seriously wanting to look at and spend money on. I don't really think I do. I think I want to just leave it be. Okay. Because if I spend money now, I probably won't get the expansion. Okay, so I had two. And this gives me what? Mining. Oh. I pushed this button? I believe I did. We'll push it again just because we can. Did I already get that tree over there? I did. Okay. Maybe if we're very lucky, the mages will show up. That would be amazing. Yeah, I seriously can't remember if I did this yesterday or not. I don't know. It's okay. Now that I'm not making jam with these or making brew, it's just collecting. So if I miss a day here and there, it's not going to be crazy detrimental. Not that it would have been crazy detrimental if I was still making the other things too. Because there's always time. There's always more time. Hey, you. You look very appropriate in the snow. I haven't. Well, did I feed? I think I fed him on the very first day. I'm going to have so much stone to feed him after today, though, because I think this is this the 7th day that we've played, or is it just the 6th? It's one of the two. Oh, come on now. There we go. Didn't see a blizzard, though. The blizzards in this game are intense. The rainstorms are, too. I mean, I like it, but it's also like, damn. This seems hazardous. Did you see that? Did you see how accurately I hit that? You know what? I'm gonna skip it. Oh, you can barely see that tree. If you didn't know it was there. Boop. Just bounce off the tree. That's fine. I'm a chaos wisp. That's what we do here. Because I'm going to teleport home anyway. I might as well grab that. Okay, teleport. Whoosh. Like a little launch pad. You know what you should do is you should put a bouncer thingy at the top of that staircase. If I remember to do it before I log off or before I end the day, I would love to see how that works if it were launch you. Okay, or good enough. Come on, level up. As I just stare at the money. Like, please. We're finding level 23! Yay! Still a long ways to go, but at least we're getting there, you know? Where's that? Oh, so close to level 30. Ah. Okay. Ooh. We'll go back to wool then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom. Level again. Level again during stream. That'd be amazing. Probably won't. Ugh. The light's already starting to get dark, though. Come on. No mages, though. They should have shown up by now if they were gonna. I really don't know what their pattern is either. Like, what their criteria for showing up is. I really don't know. Okay. 62. Maybe by the next time we stream this, my brewing will be done. That would be so awesome. And then I could do what I did with the jam and just drop it down to like 1 wall's worth of crafters or something. And that way, if I want to, you know, fill out numbers for the newer fruits, I could do that. Okay, like 12? I don't know. 14? Not gonna count. Who are we kidding? I'm not gonna count. Ish. We'll just ish our way there. Oh, there went the day. Still selling. Come on. It's at 64,000. I'm not gonna get to 67. There's no way. And I really can't push for another day. Unless there's like 20 people still shopping. It's okay. Gives me something to work towards after. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing next week. I think I'm going to do at least one winter burrow. Because I feel like there's got to be only like one, maybe two more streams for that. So I definitely want to keep pushing on that one. But I really am not sure what I want to do next Sunday. I mean, I could always do this. Okay, where's this new... This one. Could look at my list. Let's see where we're at. They did a small update for Bookshop Simulator, but it is not... It is not the second half of the cafe update, which is what I was hoping it would be. But I wouldn't mind playing it a little bit just to kind of prepare for when they do finish the cafe update. So that's tempting. Yeah. For a second there, I was like, oh no, did I grab the brew and not the fruit again? That's how you know your brain's getting tired, when it's like, oh, doing the same mistakes over and over again. Oh my god. I was like, oh no, the customers must surely be done right now. And it was like 66,900 something. And then boop, 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 like 3 sales hit right back to back. And it turned over to 67,000. But I was like, no freaking way did it end like $30 shy of the upgrade. That's some funny shit right there. Okay. Because I was like ready to be annoyed, you know? Although theoretically, if it was like $30 short, I could start the day, you know, go to bed, start the day, and then go do the upgrade using the little brick that you click for money. I could have done that, because it would have been more than enough to get me over. But yeah, I was just like, doesn't that just go to figure? I'm just trying to save up for this expansion. And it stops just shy of it. Meh. Okay. Well, we got some stuff leveled. Some of the you know, crafting stuff leveled. We are slowly but surely creeping up on finishing up some more stuff. And then I gotta switch, once I'm done with this brewing, I gotta switch back over to doing crystals again. But that's okay. The brewing takes so long if you're doing everything with fruit too. Well, if you have a ton of crafters like I do. I suppose some people probably have some people probably have more than I do. I've seen some setups where I'm like, damn, that's a lot. Okay, is that it? Did I just get one extra? I got one extra of both. That's funny. Okay. So let's see. I got to 29 on beekeeping, already halfway to 30 about, just about. And then thread weaving is almost to 34. So nice. That's awesome. Refining is still low, but that's okay. Buzzy Brewing is already 31. So that's awesome. Crystology, we haven't been working on that, but it's at level 21. So once we finally do hit it, what I might do is I might go ahead and buy some more of the Gleam Forges at that time. Because if I'm going to want, like, maybe another 4 or something, because I kind of feel like I'm going to want to use them for angles, like maintaining some angles for building stuff. No Star Shard, no unicorns. That's okay. I don't really, like, it's not, I'm just trying to make sure I remember to check, you know? Okay, I made it to 60,255. Amazing. All right, let's push that button. And... boop! 74,500. That's all right. It's all right. Look how much space is growing over here. Amazing. I do like that. I don't know if this part gets opened up because it wouldn't make sense with this window here. It feels like it should be this L shape. But I wonder if there's any more turns. It shouldn't be. If it matches the outside of the building, it really shouldn't be. Like a little tower? Is that even attached? Oh, it is. Oh, maybe it does bump out a little bit back here. Nice. I hope so. I like it being not just a box. Not that you can't add walls and stuff. You can totally add walls. But, yeah, coming along. How many more expansions is that? 6. God, this one's going to be so expensive. This expansion number 20. Holy crap. Anyway, that's fine. I did it! Amazing. I can't believe that it was just like, just enough money. Just enough money. Well, I can't believe that. I'm going to go, oh, that's what I was going to do before I forget. Bounce pad. Ah! Hey, apparently it works even if you don't put it on the ground first. So we could do this. Yeah! Whee! Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. All right. Oh, God. So effective. Okay, so let's also try one other way. Because sometimes it's effective and sometimes it is not. Oh, God. Can I get it up there? Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, gosh, it launched me forward, but down. I thought the angle was still up. Is it pointed? It's like kind of straight. What I want it to be is kind of still pointed uppish. Uppies. Will it do it? It might not do it. Oh! Oh no! I don't know if I can get that angle from down here. Because it's like it just wants to clip forward. I was hoping I could hit the angle of the, you know, this part. The beam that holds the risers. But I don't think I can do it because I don't think I can get there easily. Oh well, that's okay. So up is probably a little bit better than out. Oop. All right, but that's still fun. Yeah. Ta-da! Ooh, how magical is the crystal tonight? Pretty magical. Oh. I'm still coming in under his butt, even after launching myself that high. Hey, man. Okay, so that's enough silliness. Oh. Teleport home. Okay. So, yeah. Got some leveling done. Got to look at the new stuff. Got to brainstorm about some ideas of how to use the new stuff. Got to figure out what the heck was going on with those new toys. Got an expansion done. Hey, we hit some goals. Ta-da! So, yeah. Yeah, I want to see your stair experiments. Want to see them. But, yeah, I'm assuming next week I'm going to do one winter brew and one something else. Not quite sure what that something else is, but we'll see. So, anyway, I think that'll be everything to wrap it up for the day. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all of those good things. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a lovely day, nighttime, wherever you are, whatever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye.